Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chijamz. I hope I'm live. I'm live on Facebook. We're live on Facebook too and on YouTube, right?
Yes, we are live. We are live.
All right.
We
All
are
right.
live on,
So,
on Facebook. On Facebook,
okay. Okay. So let me quickly share my screen. I'm getting the feedback from your side. I would love you to work on that. Yeah. Okay, guys. Good afternoon. I am Chijamz, and I'm very glad to be in your faces this afternoon. This is Blockchain Acceleration Conference powered by CoinNewsExtra. The idea behind this conference, this webinar, is to expound and expose the African and Nigerian youth to several challenges that, several opportunities that are on the blockchain and how you can leverage on them, right? Okay, so, with me today is Mr. Adedoyin Destiny, aka Destiny Seed. I'm trying to add him up as a panelist right now. He is the Nigerian community manager for BTC Exchange, right? Okay, yeah, just saw him right now. Mr. Lee, could you please add Mr. Destiny Adedoyin as panelist? He's under the attendees, so we could move forward. Now, this webinar is not going to take your time. It's going to be going to be in the next 30 to 45 minutes. We are done. The idea is to expound you and expose you to several opportunities on the blockchain. And of course, today I'll be talking about Algorand blockchain, while my partner, Mr. Adedoyin Destiny, aka Destiny Seed, will be speaking on BTC Exchange. So without further ado, I would like to state out several things that we're going to be talking about today. Of course, we want to teach you guys that how that you can leverage on the blockchain to do whatever it is you want to do in this ecosystem. Now, the world is becoming a global village, right? The world is becoming a global village. Everybody and everything is now enjoying what we call borderlessness, right? I want to be sure that you hear me. So if you're on Zoom, if you are seeing us from Zoom, if you can hear me, please use the chat box and type "I can hear." Okay, type "I can hear" on the chat box, so I'll be sure you guys can hear me. And if you're on Facebook, please type "I can hear" on the comment box so we can go forward. Yeah. All right. Cool. We are hearing. We are following up. Now, as I was saying, the whole world is entering into what we call a global village, right? Now, if a global village phenomenon is a borderless phenomenon whereby you can interact and you can transact with people all over the world seamlessly. For instance, before now we had what we call mini importation, right? Where people can and services from China, from Thailand, from Taiwan down to Nigeria, and they'll be able to, get them in less than no time and distribute them. That is the ecosystem we are moving on to right now. Okay, but today we now have blockchain. With the blockchain ecosystem, you can do any and everything. I wouldn't want to waste time talking about introduction. I would want us to go forward to. I want to use Algorand blockchain, for instance, to explain to you the several things you can think of, the several ideas you can implement on the blockchain. If you can hear me, please type "implement" on the chat box. Implement, because we are moving forward right now. So I want to show you guys some. Now, before I move forward, let me just quickly share my screen on Algorand use cases. Cool. All right, people can hear me now. A use case, for instance, is let me explain it in a layman's understanding. A use case is like a functionality, what you can use this to do. Now, we know that in Africa, in Nigeria, for instance, there are several people, different ecosystems, different career paths, and different skill levels, right? We have people who are designers, developers, we have people who are into finance, marketing, social media, and whole lot, right? Now, Algorand blockchain has a use case in almost every ecosystem available. Now, what I'm trying to show you right now is how that you can leverage on blockchain to build a product or service. Reasons being that the blockchain ecosystem is one, is decentralized, there is no central government. Secondly, it is scalable, and it is transparent, right? Now, these are features. We've talked about this in our previous webinars. Most of you have been participants in our previous webinars where we explained more about the blockchain. So right now, my work is to show you guys how you can build on the blockchain, and of course not just how you can build on the blockchain, the different things that you can build on the blockchain. Okay, so I'll be using Algorand use cases. Now, the first on this list is Pocket Network. Remember I told you guys that the blockchain ecosystem is decentralized, right? Now, in a sense, decentralized ecosystem means there is no authority in no, not really, there's no authority, there is no central authority in it, which means that everyone has a say, right? Now, in that particular kind where everybody has a say, it operates in a form of peer-to-peer ecosystem. Let me calm down and explain this. You know that even now, right now, we have banks, right? Now, if you want to send money to your friend, you send money through the bank, right? The reason is because as human beings, we want someone who will take charge of certainty, okay? Who will take charge of who will be our entrustee, who would give away our trust to, okay? So why we do that, why we use the banks is because banks are like known parastatals. They are like people that you know for certain that they cannot run away with your money, right? That's why we, with the blockchain, there is actually no need for use bank usage because it works in a peer-to-peer ecosystem where you can, okay, where you can transact with anybody anywhere in the world using smart contract, of course, and it will be secured, right? That is one of the use cases that we have on the blockchain. The second one is stable coins. Now, recently we started hearing and seeing about the naira devaluation, the inflation that is happening in the economy, right? If you can hear me, please type inflation, so I'll be sure you can hear me. Mr. Lee, are you seeing the Facebook participants? I want to be sure that they are following us also, so we can carry them along, right? So good. Now, the idea behind inflation is that the naira is pegged to the United States dollars, right? Now, whatever happens to the USD, United States dollars, would actually affect the naira, right? But the problem right now is that the prices of goods and services in the country are going higher in relation to the United States dollars. Now that affects naira in a sense that it makes the value of naira. Someone said they can't hear me. Can you hear me clearly? Jenny's concept is saying that my mic is not.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So what I was saying is that naira is devalued not just because of naira, because it is pegged to the dollars, right? But stable, and of course, one of the issues that people have when coming into the cryptocurrency ecosystem is that they'll always say that there is volatility. Okay, Bitcoin is volatile, Ethereum is volatile. The prices might go up or go down, increase or decrease at any moment without anybody having any say at it. That was why stable coins was brought forward. So stable coins gives you a form of security, right? A form of security for your money where it is safe and secured. Let me quickly go to now. I want to talk about gaming. Like I said, there are several opportunities in the blockchain that you can leverage on, right? There are a whole lot of them. There are just a whole lot of them. But the thing is, by leveraging on Algorand, there is something amazing that Algorand blockchain is doing. Now, they are not just allowing you to leverage on their blockchain to build and do stuff. They are also helping you out. Now, when you build a product or a service, be it social media, be it whatever it is you build on the Algorand blockchain. For instance, we have a war chess game here. It's a game. Algorand Foundation actually funds you if your project is worth funding. You get the Foundation grant. Now that grant is in the tune of, I think, $13 million, right? You get funding for your project, right? You get to build on a blockchain. Also, you get marketing for the community of Algorand to see what it is you're doing. Now, let me just scroll through a whole of projects that have already been built on Algorand blockchain. The third one we have here is World Chess. World Chess is an online chess game. So a game was built on the blockchain, right? Now, Attestive is a digital agency. It's actually an insurance firm. Okay. The next is accounting firm, right? An accounting software built on the blockchain. The next is a financial security platform that was built on the blockchain too. The next is Rovit. Rovit is a gamified content platform, like a social media for gamers, built on the blockchain. Meld Gold is a digital assets conglomerate. So what they do is they get gold. It's just like a normal company, right? They get gold, they acquire the gold, and then they do what we call NFTs, non-fungible tokens that represent assets in the real world, and this is built on the blockchain. Okay, now Republic is a funding charity. I think no, not a charity. It's a fundraising company. Okay, so as I'm saying this, I want you to understand that the limit to what you can do on the blockchain is nothing. There is no limit, right? You can build anything, and of course, building on the blockchain actually gives you more advantages more than building traditionally. For instance, when you start building traditionally, you need a whole lot of things: fund, capital. You need working space. You need investors. You need MVPs. You need to do several fundraising and stuff like that. But building on Algorand blockchain, for instance, will allow you to go ahead and do and build your project while every other thing is secured for you, right? Now, there are a whole lot of them. There are a whole lot of them. Okay. There are a whole lot of projects. There are a whole lot of things you can do on the Algorand blockchain. I'm trying to hurry up so that I wouldn't. Okay. Okay. All right. Mr. Mike, you can hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Now, before I finish up, I would want to show you guys this. I want to show you this. Um, Now, this is the Algorand 250 million algo grant. Now, remember I told you guys that you can leverage on Algorand blockchain to build your product, to build your services, and to grow your community. Now, Algorand has given us the opportunity to also fund your projects, right? So whatever it is you are doing as an entrepreneur, whatever it is you are doing as a startup, you have the opportunity to not just leverage on the world best technology, which is blockchain, but to also get funding while you are doing that. Can you understand me? Please, if you can understand, please type I understand. If you cannot understand, type I don't understand, so I will explain better. I can't hear you, I can't see you, so this is our only means of communication. All right, all right. Okay, some people say I don't understand, I don't understand, I understand. Okay, all right. I have a whole I don't understand. Now, let me explain in simple Nigerian definition. let's say as a youth, as an entrepreneur, you want to start a business, right? You want to start a business as an entrepreneur, right? Now you are looking for how to start a business, how to start your business. We are proposing to you that the best way to start your business, when you already have a business idea, when you already have um, um, something you want, an ecosystem, something like an industry you want to go into, right? Where you already have an idea, an industry, a clear cut path. The best way to start up your business is by leveraging the blockchain industry. Do you understand this one? Okay, so if you understand this I just said right now, please write I understand. So I'll go over to the next one. All right, good, perfect. You understand. Now, secondly, I am also proposing to you that for your business, for you to start your business on the blockchain, Algorand blockchain is giving you an opportunity to receive funding for whatever idea you have as a business person, as long as the idea is a solution to the global industry. Do you understand this? If you understand, please type I understand. All right, good. Now, I am now going to go forward. Sorry, I also explained, thirdly, that as an entrepreneur, there are several use cases. So some people would want to ask me something like, okay, so is it only about technology? Is it only about online stuff? Is it only about programmers, developers? That was why I had to go and show you the several use cases. The ideology behind showing you the use cases is so that you would understand that there is no limit to what you can do with the blockchain. You understand this one? Hello guys, follow me. I want us to flow right now. Do you understand the third part I just explained? Please, if you understand, please type I understand on the chat box or on the comment if you're on Facebook. All right, good. Now, I am now going to yes. Yes. Someone is asking. So I'm saying that there is grant for healthcare on the blockchain. Yes, there is grant for anything that is a scalable solution. That is a phrase I want to explain to you right now. I want to explain to you what I mean by scalable solutions, and of course, the several in which this grant is for. Do you understand? Are you with me? Please, if you are with me, type I am with you. I would want to know if you guys are with me. Okay. All right. Now let me go ahead to explain. Now the Algorand Foundation Grant Program is a multi-year fund research program. It is targeted at four different ecosystem. Right? There are four different ecosystem that this program is targeted at, and I would explain them right now. Now, the first one is research, right? Is the first category is research. The second one is development tools and infrastructure. The third is applications and use cases, and finally, education and community. Now, think about the idea you want to bring forward. Think about your business. Think about the idea that your business is bringing, the solution it is bringing. Now, try to fix it in any of these four categories. If you can do that, type the category on the chat box. So is your business going to focus on research? Is this something you would want to find out how this does, or how this does, or something about research that can contribute growth, right? In any ecosystem, that's research. Secondly, is your product a tool or a service? Is it a tool or a service that you can use to complement or component something else that will make it better? That's development tools and infrastructure. Thirdly, is it an application or a use case? Right? We've talked a whole lot about use cases. We talked about gaming use case, talked about social media, we talked about health, right? So what contributions would your product or your service serve as a solution to um, to the several industries that we have in the world in practical use cases, right? And then finally, are you into education and community building, right? Algorand supports projects in these four categories, right? Now, more details are here. More details are here. I'm going to be sharing the link to this particular page so that you would go and read more about it. Understand that this is an amazing way to start up. So, as a youth, you no longer need to go and wait and go and start looking for what's it called, illegitimate ways of making finance, illegitimate ways of building. Rather, you can leverage on the blockchain, and build something tangible, something that the whole world would um, would celebrate, something that the whole world would love to be part of, right? And of course, you don't need fund, you don't need to hassle for your funding for MVP and a whole lot of them. With the grant program, you'll be able to leverage on what we have to offer and do a whole lot for yourself. Um, do you understand all I just explained now? If you do, please type I do. Oh, wow, amazing. Now, perfectly. Okay, okay, wow, wow. Several people are coming up. I would want to stop here and give over the mic to my partner, Mr. Destiny. But before that, I would entertain two questions. Two questions. If you I would entertain two questions. Please don't ask your question on the chat box. Ask the question with the Q&A button, so I'll be able to see and answer your question. So if you have questions, just two questions, okay? I'll answer two questions, but if you don't have any question, I'll move over. Meanwhile, please note that there will be a giveaway at the end of this meeting. So probably after Mr. Destiny speaks, I'm going to be sharing the link on the chat box. So don't go nowhere. I'll be answering you. I'll be sending the link as soon. All right. In the absence of no question, I'm going to introduce my boss in the person of Mr. Destiny Adedoyin. He is the CEO of Infinite Blocks and the Nigerian Community Manager for BTC Exchange. He's going to be talking to us about opportunities in BTC Exchange and how we can leverage on futures trade to grow our business in the blockchain. So, sir, you are up, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, that's nice, that's nice. All right, so my name is Destiny. Adedoyin Destiny Adeola Obinne from both Yoruba and Igbo tribe. And to add to what Chijamz has said, what I want to do this time around is not just talk about crypto trading and how you can leverage on BTC. We actually call it BTC, not BTSE, as a way to trade, as a way to get some cash basically, but also on other opportunities in the crypto space as well. Because one thing that I want youths to realize is this: number one, there's no time at all remaining for you to push forward and achieve your dreams. The more you grow, the more responsibilities you get on your shoulders, the less likely it is that you are going to have enough time to learn certain skills, certain things like that, and all that, and to utilize what's the right word to use now? Opportunities like this Algorand grant. Understand? So what I want to talk about today will be on three things. Number one, trading. Number two, job opportunity in the crypto space. And number three, where to actually find these job opportunities. So let me just get my screen up right now. Okay, so comment, share screen. You should be able to see my screen now. Share. All right, very, very nice. So, first thing I want to talk about is, okay, Mr. Kenny Marshall, thank you very much. First thing I want to talk about is crypto trading. Now, as Chijamz has said, I am the Nigerian from Nigeria for BTC Exchange currently. And BT is a future, it's mainly a futures exchange that allows you to trade cryptocurrencies, just like Binance, Crypto.com, and all that. But we have some certain good aspects about our exchange that so many other exchanges don't have. For example, we allow you to trade Bitcoin dominance, and this is actually a very funny thing because as at when we launched, that was 4 days ago or thereabout. That was when Bitcoin started rising again. So Bitcoin dominance basically increased at that particular point. So anybody that entered a trade using the Bitcoin dominance that we offer would have made good profits. And apart from that, when trading with Bitcoin dominance, you don't really need to what's the right word, do too much analysis and all that. You're either betting on or you're betting on whether Bitcoin is going to outgrow altcoins or not in terms of the dominance and all that. And you can actually find dominance, how dominant Bitcoin is when you go to coinmarketcap.com. And it's one of the easiest tools to trade or easiest assets to trade basically. You can see Bitcoin dominance currently at 61.0%. And this basically shows whether Bitcoin is outgrowing the altcoins or altcoins is taking some of the market away from Bitcoin and all that. So that's what dominance basically means. And it is one of the simplest assets to trade on the planet. We're simply betting on whether Bitcoin is going to go up in terms of dominance or go down. It's not talking about price basically. But yeah, what I want to talk about in futures is that it is a way to multiply the cash flow that you have, the cash that you have basically. What some people don't get, and what I try to make sure that I teach people is that you won't have like $10 or $20 or $30 as the entire money that you have with you for both emergency and other things, and then say you want to put that money into trade. It doesn't work that way. If you put that money into trading, it's highly likely that you're going to lose out on your trade because let's suppose that you enter a trade and then something happens, the market goes down, you're in loss. And then you need to use that money for something urgently next week. How are you going to move? How are you going to do that? You understand? So when it comes to trading, futures, sports, and everything, I always suggest that you take it as a way to multiply the cash that you already have on hand. So let's say you have like $400 with you already, right? And you're not going to use $100 out of that for the next 2 months or thereabout. You can put that $200 into trading, use a low risk, use a low amount of risk, and multiply your money over the next 2 months, over the next 3 months, and all that. That is how people trade. Those people that are profitable in trading, that's how they trade. Um, I want you guys to try something out. All the big traders that just go and check them out. You see that most of them also have other businesses that they are running, and the trading isn't so much as the main source of income. Very few people have trading as their main source of income. People like Mr. Wonderful and Solomon Oga. Oh, sorry if I didn't pronounce the name well. Solomon Oga, CEO of Wonder Funds. He does trading mainly as his main source of income and is very good at that. But other people like Trader Kessie, for example, some of you might know Trader Kessie. He has a main job as well, and he also does trading. So your main job or the main work that you're doing, your main source of income, sort of provides you with that leverage and the ability to take less risk in your trades, basically. Um, so that's that about trading and the psychology of trading. Understand? I want you guys, if you are hearing me, please indicate that you're hearing me. If you understand what I'm saying, please indicate that you understand what I'm saying and all that. Now, with that being said, trading can be a very profitable venture. Okay, I can see a question in the Q&A. Trading can be a very profitable venture if you know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I will not be. There's simply no time to talk about how to trade or what is this, what is that, what is this, what is that, what is that. There's no time at all. I recorded I think almost 12 hours video. I have a course 12 hours or about 13 hours that deals with that there, but I'll just sort of go over or gloss over some of the things about trading. I think that's what I've done. I just want to prepare your mind mentally for whenever you say you want to go and learn how to trade, so to speak. I want you to know that it's about preparing your mind first of all. All these concepts of using small amount of money to trade, don't take too much risk, and all that. That's all about trading. But the main thing I want to talk about is basically um getting money, having a source of income first before you actually throw some money into trading. And for that, let's now go into this why is it like this? This place right here. One thing, okay, so this morning I spoke about something. Some of you on my WhatsApp list already saw my WhatsApp status that I posted this morning about, some people complaining that they don't have money, and at the end of the day, they don't have skills, they don't have jobs, they don't have businesses, and all that, and they just sit down there and complain they don't have money. The bitter truth is this: whether you like it or not, the three sure ways of making money is one, you have a skill, be it as a writer, a developer, whatever, and you get paid for utilizing that skill. On number two, you go the business routes, you have your certificates and all that. You went through school, you got your MBA, you got your BSc, your MSc, your PhD, and now you're working at a firm, receiving calls or doing secretary work or typing on a computer or whatever. That's the second way. Or the third way, you participate in contests and giveaways and all that, and you get small change from there. Now, those are the three legit ways that people make money in this life. There's no other, apart from these three, there's no other way, you understand, to make money. And I want you guys to actually put that in your head right now. Some of you who have not yet started anything, I want you to actually put this on your head right now. There is no legit way to get money apart from this way. Let's say your parents, for example, call you money to say, hey, Junior, take 5K, take 7K, all those kind of things. You understand? There's also a fourth way, but that is going through the legal route. Either you're stealing or you're doing Yahoo or whatever is legal, collecting from other people what you don't earn, basically. That's the fourth way of making money. But I want to believe that most of the people in this chat don't actually go through that way. So let's continue. Say, Ezekiel. Yeah. So, with all that said, now, how can you determine, okay, what skill should I learn? How should I go through the skill? What should I do with this skill? All those kind of things. I know this is something that's very, very confusing to a lot of people. And the truth is this: you have to just sit down with yourself and actually discuss with yourself what you want to do, how long you want to be doing it, the skills you want to learn, what you enjoy first of all, and how you can build a portfolio around all that in order to get a good skill that you can participate in. For example, me myself, I'm a writer, a content creator. I do video content creation. I do article writing as well. This is also my website. I also have a job board and so many things like that. I created this using a website builder, and I post articles there and all that. I did all that because I had the skill to do that. You understand? And this website is making me money. My skills is making me money. I have an Upwork account, as you can see, an Upwork account that also brings me cash once in a while, and all that. So my skill revolves around content creation, sound, video, article. Those are my three forts. So that's my skill. So what skill do you actually have? Is it going to be front end development? Is it going to be was the word UI UX? Is it going to be what's the name of this one? Product management. Once you determine that, the next step for you is to try to find out where you can learn these skills. Now, there are a lot of people that always offer internships or apprenticeships. Apprentice. Uh-huh. Sorry. TICESIFA. Apprenticeship and all of those things. So your goal right now is once you've determined that okay, I want to become a front-end developer, so to speak, using let's say JavaScript. Your next step is to actually try to find out where you can learn all those things. You can either go through udemy.com. Udemy is a place where you can learn skills. You can pay for some of these. You can pay for courses on Udemy. So let's see. I want to learn JavaScript right now. I want to learn JavaScript, right? Give it a moment. Please, if you have any questions, start asking them now. I want to know your questions on how to make money, the issues you are facing while making money. I want to know your questions on the skills you want to learn, how to get those skills, everything about that. Start asking your questions right now. I'll answer as many as possible. Understand? So let's get back. So let's say I want to learn JavaScript. I can come to udemy.com and I can start this JavaScript, the complete JavaScript course 2020 build real projects. The price is $12. Now, for most people, this might be a deterrent, or I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it might be an issue. You don't have the money to pay for this course. You don't have the money to pay for this course. How do you go about it? Well, if you are determined enough, you'll find the money either through asking your parents or collecting a loan or doing something of the sorts. You understand? Because you understand that not everyone has money to push their dreams. Not everyone has money to even learn something that can bring them money. I guess that's the biggest struggle that most people have. They don't have the money to even start to learn something. They don't have the money and the resources. They don't have the laptop. You don't have the tools, you don't have the courses, you don't have anything. So how do you start up? How do you do that? Well, the bitter truth is this: no matter how you, no matter the stage or the level you are in, you have to find a way to make money. Now, I always say this because it's a very inspirational story. I know someone that started from washing of cars. You understand? Wash cars, got enough money to buy a laptop. And then from there, once you have enough money to buy a laptop, you can continue and just get enough money to study your front end development or your UI UX or whatever you want to do. You understand? You get this same way they always talk. Sorry if I'm speaking pidgin. At Delta now I grew up from pidgin, they always name my mouth. So you get the same way they always talk. Person where they find money, know the shame. Or rather, person where they find money, not supposed the shame. Another one, um, you're not supposed to shame for your hustle, something along that line or thereabouts. You understand? When you know what you want to do, when you've drafted out your plans, okay, I want to study front end development. I'm giving myself 1 year. I want to get acknowledged by so and so person. I want to walk through so and so steps, right? You start putting your steps into actions. First step, you want to get money, whatever you want to do, whether that's social, whether na do bricklayer, whether na what was the right word? Wash cars. Whether not to do whatever you want to do, get the initial capital first, and then use it to push whatever you want to push. There was this meme that was going around some time back. I go this thing. I go site now, only 2K they give me or thereabout. I go site for 2K, all those kind of thing. If that is truly true, 2K per day times probably okay, let's say times 10 days. That's how much. That should be 20K or thereabouts. And then you can use the 20K to pay $12 for this stuff, this Udemy course. The remaining money to do data or whatever you want to do with the remaining money and start learning whatever you want to learn and pushing yourself forward. Chijamz offers certain courses that you can do on your phone. For example, graphic design, 1,000. You pay for graphic design, you start doing graphic design, and then start meeting people. You understand? Start meeting people, do some free works, get your work out there, do some paid works. Once you get enough money, get yourself a laptop and then push forward. The problem with most people isn't so much as sorry. The problem with most people isn't so much as they don't have the skill or whatever, is that they don't have enough determination or rather enough conviction, or they are ashamed to take that first step to go and make the initial amount. Me myself, I always say it, I'm not ashamed to do anything that will bring me money as long as it's legal. I started my journey. I think that was a long time ago, 2014 or thereabout. I've slept on outside. I don't sleep outside before. Outside, just so I can finish a job I had with a blog called OUI blog. That was in 2014, 2015. You understand? We went for an event. I slept outside. At the end of the day, I got my smoke card that I was supposed to get. You understand? When you start becoming ashamed, I say, I don't feel do I don't feel do which people go say, we go talk. Now you the key yourself. The key yourself on top of the entire issue. You understand? So lest I digress, let's get back to what I was saying. So now that you're learning the skill, how do you actually learn? How do you ensure that once you're done learning, you get a job or you get this like a small gig that can pay you a certain amount of money? How do you ensure that? Now, the best way to learn is actually to learn while publicizing your work, so to speak. So I'll give an example. There's a guy I know called Crypto Tulu. Crypto Tulu started learning how to trade, I think, last year or late 2018. He came from Ajulu. He met Ajulu. Ajulu directed him to me. I directed him to Wonder Funds. And he started a journey, so to speak. He started a 100-day trading challenge. So every day he will post what he's learning on Twitter, on social media, and all that. And he started getting some little recognitions here and there, and all that. And today he's a very good trader, by the way. Right now, he's a very good trader right now. But more than that, he has been able to amass an audience and a community because of that steady and consistent show of diligence and learning, so to speak. So that's how you should really learn. I remember some of you might know Judu, the current COO of A-Bit Network. When he started doing his UI UX, it was the same thing, 100 days, posting online left and right on a consistent basis. Day one, I did this, day two, I did this, day three, I did this. The reason why you should do it like that is because you might not know, but there are certain people that are watching you. Sorry, Delta language, Delta mouth. There are certain people that are watching you. You might not see them. If you post on Twitter now, for example, leave it 5 hours and go and check it. You see like 2 impressions, meaning 2 people saw your work or 3 people or 10 people saw your work. They will just scroll by. They won't interact with your work, but they've seen what you are doing. Some might have noticed your name. Okay, this person is doing this, is good and all that. This is how people start to get recognition. You do, and then suddenly someone enters your DM. What's up? How are you doing? I've been noticing your work. Good work. Can you help me do this? You've gotten your first paid gig, or can you help me do that? You've gotten your second paid gig. More than that, you start to build a community, little by little, little by little, little by little. You start to grow, basically. So these are some of the systems that people use, the tried and trusted systems that people use in order to go from zero, absolute zero, to at least intermediate level in whatever skill you want to do. The consistent posting not only allows you to gain more recognition in whatever you're doing, it also allows you to evaluate your work, your own personal work. You evaluate yourself. Let's say you're on day 20 and you look back at day 1 and you see that you've actually made progress. And when you're saying that you've made progress, it will ginger you more to continue the work you're doing. It encourages you when people are actually talking about your work and all that. It can be lonely, it can be difficult learning alone. I won't lie. When I was learning some of the things I learned, I found that it was very difficult learning alone because you lose morale. No one is encouraging you. You are not interacting with anyone and all that. But when you are interacting with the community, when let's say you post something, someone is encouraging you, you are doing a good job, your work is great, oh I love it and all that, you'll be more willing to push your work more, so to speak. So let's recap. Let's recap a little bit. Let's say you have zero skill, absolute zero right now, and you don't have any money right now. What are the steps that you can take as it is right now, wherever you are? Think about it, the steps that you can take to make money. And then with that money, you can now purchase a skill or pay for a course that will get you a skill. What are the steps that you can take? Only you know. You know the people in your community that you can help, in your area that you can help, that they give you 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K. $12 is not much. Let me even do the calculation for you. I'm coming. Calculator. $12 is not much at all. 12.99. Okay. 12.99 multiplied by the exchange rates, current exchange rates. I think for certain banks use 400, certain banks use 420. So we use an average of around 415, and that's around 5,390 naira. Some of you spend more than that in a month of data. Understand? So you have absolute zero skill, you have absolutely zero money and all that. You find a way to make this cash, and then you pay for the skill and you start pushing forward. Some of you have something that brings you money, but you want to upgrade more to something else. The same method applies. Whatever is bringing you money little by little, save that money little by little. Train yourself, discipline yourself. If you usually eat 1,000 naira per day, eat 300, 400 per day until you have the money to push the skill that you actually want to learn, and then start slowly but surely gaining the skill that you want. And then when you gain the skill that you want and following all these processes that I've spoken about, hopefully you started getting job requests, or you've gotten on Upwork, you understand, or a freelancing platform and all that. You can start to slowly transition into your preferred skill, not the other thing that is making money for source of money. You start to slowly transition into the skill that you want. The reason why I'm saying this is because digital skills are the best skills that you can learn. Within a year, you can go from zero in UI UX, for example, to near expert level, and someone will hire you for a 60K job just like that, 100K job just like that. Understand? Within a year, two of the best UI UX artists I know, Druids and Ajuru, have made more than 1 million naira on top of this same design, UI UX, so to speak. Ajuru started UI UX last year, and this year is already the current COO of a full-blown African company. So digital skills are one of the best skills that you can learn right now. Not so much people are on it. It is in high demand. We're talking about skills like front-end development, UI, UX, product management, video content creation. All these skills are in high demand right now. Okay, all these skills are in high demand right now. So you look at yourself right now and think of what you can do, so to speak. Let me read the chat a little bit. Save the link in browser. 3 minutes per time, officer. Let's conclude. Of course, I just saw your message. So that's everything I really just wanted to talk about. You can do it, so to speak. If you have questions, ask the questions, and I'll answer them, and they'll come forward from there. Let me see all the questions.
All right. Thank you very, very, very much, sir. It has been a very amazing time together. Ezekiel is saying he's already saving to learn UI UX. This is amazing. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys have been able to learn one or two things about blockchain, about cryptocurrency, about starting a business, about learning a skill. The blockchain is like an encyclopedia. It can take you whatever you are doing, right? As you can see on our screen, crypto.jobs and cryptojobs.com are where you can get cryptocurrency jobs, right? There are a whole lot of jobs available here: content writer, social media manager, front end developer, editor, a whole lot of things. All you need to do is to start, right? Now, that is why this event was brought up. You have to start. If you keep saying, I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know, you will not do anything, right? You always have to start, and there is no better time to start than start now. This is where we are going to end this particular meeting. I've already sent the link to the giveaway. We are giving out Algo to the first 10 people that will fill the form, right? I've sent the form again on the group chat. Mr. Lee, please help me post to the giveaway on the Facebook group so that people on Facebook can join us too, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to end today's webinar. I hope you all has learned one or two things. Remember, the whole idea is for you to start something, and start something that is global in in relation. Someone said is link me to somewhere. Okay. Yeah, correct. Okay. That's Miss Destiny. Mr. Mike is asking a question. I think I'm going to take your question, the last question before we go. Mr. Mike, could you please ask your question again? Probably we skipped it.
Yeah.
Mr. Mike, it's him.
Mr. Mike, let me check where
Uh,
the questions are.
I think you would have to ask it later on, because our time has already been fast spent. We have like 2 minutes to go right now. Okay, guys, it has been an amazing time with each and every one of you. Um, okay, Mr. Destiny, please. He's asking for your contact, your WhatsApp contact.
My WhatsApp
It would be
contact.
nice. Yeah, post on the chat box
Yeah,
so
I'll
that we can.
post on the chat box now.
All
Okay.
right. So
07051225664.
aha, that's it. So if you have any question for him, there you go. If you have any question for me, you already know where to get me. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming around in today's Blockchain Acceleration Conference. It has been an amazing time with each and every one of you. I'll see you guys this same time in 2 weeks' time. We're having another Blockchain Acceleration Conference. It's very amazing. We'll send out emails to every one of you that have registered for this particular conference. um, okay, someone is asking, I don't understand Algorand wallet address. Okay, go to Play Store, Google Play Store, and create an Algorand wallet. That's how you get the wallet address. Okay, aha, good. So, guys, this is where we are going to end today's seminar. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Lee. You can go
Okay.
ahead and then.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank
much, Chijamz, for this wonderful and insightful program. So our audience, they'll be joining us again in 2 weeks' time. That's the 1st of August. So that's when we'll be coming live with this particular program, Blockchain Acceleration, and that will be same time, same place. Thank you very much.